Hello everybody, Reggie Time here, and in just a moment we're going to be doing some GTO wizard drills in 3-bet pots. I know this won't be everyone's cup of tea, but it's work I am keen on doing, and it doesn't hurt to record it. So we're going to get on with it. I've got 45 minutes or so before the snooker starts, so not enough time to play a session, but enough time to do something productive. So without further ado, let's get stuck in. So this is a spot where we 3-bet from the small blind, buttons flatted. We get 10-7 deuce. We definitely have a bet here. Bet's going to be the highest frequency anyway, I would imagine. It's a matter of which size. And I'm going to come down on either medium or large here. With a good hand. We can get value from plenty of things, needs some protection, etc. I'm undecided between medium or large. Gonna go medium, I think, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's large. We get the one tick. Yeah, large was significantly preferred over medium. Large was like 80%. So again, similar to the video I made on Monday, it's a sizing error, not a frequency error. But I'm hoping by doing this, I can reduce the number of sizing errors I'm making. I'm not overly worried about sizing errors, but hopefully I can reduce those. So here we've opened 9-9 and 3-bet by the big blind. Flops come down ace, ace, king. I imagine we're just going to be doing an awful lot of check folding here. With no spade, even versus this small bet, I think versus a perfectly balanced opponent, it's going to fold here. I think maybe in game versus some players, I might get frustrated and peel here, but we're just going to hit the fold button. We've 3-bet this time. We've been called by cutoff. We have a pair and some backdoors. In game here, I will probably go for a small range bet. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a fair bit of checking in here also. Don't think it's a spot where we're going to use a big sizing. We get raised. I think in game versus the players I play and the pools I play in, this is going to be very, very close to a fold. Maybe it is in theory too. I think this is like a significantly under-raised spot in real world by 15L playing humans. Maybe it's just about a call because of our backdoor equity against a perfectly balanced range. And I think probably going to be check folding turn. We river 3 of a kind. Villain's now capped his range. After raising flop. This is weird. In game here, I'm just going to probably use a large size. Because I think like humans are going to have a fair bit of ace X that just doesn't want to get raised on the turn. Against a solver, I don't know if that's going to be the same thing. But I'm going to go with the size I would use. I would go with a large bet here. Oh, he wanted all in. Okay. Oh, sorry, he wanted overbet. So what overbet size was it wanting? If I press that, does it tell me? No. I guess we just have to press continue. Yeah, it literally just wanted the overbet all in. Fine. I mean, again, it's a sizing error. Oh, right, hang on. We better now have been jammed on. Okay, well, we call anyway. And we would have lost. It doesn't matter. The results really don't matter here. We just made a sizing error again there. So, again, not overly worried that I'm missing that overbet spot there. Although, probably it's quite an easy one to get. Jack's here. top set, 3-bet pot in position, super coordinated board. I think like a mental game block lots of players would have here would be, oh, I've got top set. I don't really want my opponent to fold, so I'm going to just bet small or going to slow play, trap, etc. But I think just on this board, we probably want some medium to large bets again. Do we? Like, villains under the gun. Their range is quite narrow that raises and calls a 3-bet. They're just going to have quite a few good hands here. I'm going to go with bet large. It could be a mistake. Yeah, we only get one tick for the bet large. Oh, it's wanting the small bet. He was wanting the 1/3. We've called a 3-bet here, this time with the ace jack of spades. We get a medium-sized c-bet on this board. Really hard to misplay these spots when you just have so much equity. I think in game here, I would play quite a bit of raise and just raise, get it in. I think probably call. Turn small bet. This board, like this turn card's really good for this player's range. I don't think we get to play raise here very often. Again, we have so much equity, it couldn't be a blunder, I wouldn't imagine. But again, we're just going to play call. And then we're just going to fold river. Here with 3-bet 9s versus middle position, we get this board. Our thoughts here are we probably want to do a fair bit of checking on this board, but we have a hand that's pretty damn vulnerable. But do we really want to start massively bloating the pot now with a vulnerable hand that's very, very sensitive to board changes? I think I'm probably just going to check this. Don't think we want to raise. But maybe we do, because this is like our worst overpair that could certainly do with some like equity denial. So maybe we do want to raise this versus small. I just think we just call, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some raising here. There's a small amount of raise by the look of things. Yes, small amount of like half pot raises. Check turn. Now villain goes with big bet. I think our hand's just too strong to fold. In old school speak, it's under repped. Probably just call a game, but be really, really uncomfortable about it. And then river, we just have to call again on this one out, I suspect. I think this will be a significantly underbluff spot by the 15L population, but I think we have to call this in Solverland. Oh, it has some folds in Solverland. It's mixing. So if this is mixing in Solverland between call and fold against like a perfectly balanced range, it's going to just shift way into fold. It's just a 0 EV spot. So you're going to shift way into fold in real world. So I'm happy with, I've thought that one through. With 3-bet here in position, we have King Jack suited. We get the A7-5 flop. I think we probably just want some small bets here. Offsuit 6 on the turn. That's not a good barrel card in terms of like we pick up any fold equity or pot equity. I think we just have a give up here. Now do we open the door to bluffing? This is check or like big bets, maybe even over bets. Villain can still have hands like pocket nines, pocket tens, pocket eights. I think probably bluff. I'm going to go with bet large. I'm not confident about this at all, but I think probably bluff. We can have like queens here still. We can have some ace x at like check back turn. I think probably bet large against a very capped range. Get one tick. Wanted over bet. So again, really happy with I found that. Didn't quite get the two ticks, but really happy that I found that line. We've defended 9-8 suited out of position. I didn't think this was a thing. I thought we were meant to fold 9-8 suited versus 3-bets because when we get like make straights with the 10 Jack Queen, we're often fucked, etc. Oh no, hang on. We've 3-bet, sorry, ignore me. We've 3-bet. Have we? No, we haven't. We've opened and then we've called. Anyway, we're checking his flop, of course. Villain C bets. Don't think we get to play raise very often here. Yeah, we've got the open end, we've got the backdoor diamonds, but it's just villain's board more than it's ours, I think. Oh, he did want raise. He did want the raise. Do we get to play leads on this turn 10? I think we probably do. Whether it's the highest frequency play or not, I guess we're about to find out because I'm going to play the small lead here on the 10. Nope, didn't like it. It totally didn't like that. Oh, that's because it was wanting larger bets. So again, we got the frequency right in terms of it wants to bet. Just didn't like our size. Probably because when we do have 10, we just want to value bet bigger. I think I think that we've been given a bit of a clue here by the solver because it wanted bets, but it wanted bigger bets. I guess we just bet again now. And given it wanted a large bet on the turn. I say this could be me being misled now by what's happened. Maybe because we bet small, we just get to check this river and give up. But I'm going to go with large bet. Wanted over bet. So again, we got the frequencies right there. Just didn't get the sizing right. Ace Queen here, we've called a 3-bet in position. We've faced half pot C-bet. Seems like the super trivial call. Turn versus small. Do we start building any raises in here versus small? I don't think so. Maybe there is like a case for small raise sometimes. But I think the highest frequency play is going to be call. Oh, it wasn't the highest frequency play. Wow, he just wanted jam. He wanted jam. It didn't want small raise. Small raise would have been like the worst of the. Well, fold would have been the worst option. Goodness me. And when he checks here on the river, I mean, do they check aces and kings without a spade? Probably. Is this too thin to go for value now on this like spade run out? King Jack also gets there. Maybe we just have a check back here. Could have completely butchered this one. So here we've called a 3-bet. I think we probably get to do some donking on this flop. Get to do some check raising too. I think we're going to go for donk here. It might not be the highest frequency line. And I am trying to find the highest frequency lines. Maybe check, but I think there's going to be a fair chunk of donk. Okay, there isn't going to be a fair chunk of donk. Now I just think we get to bet, given it checks through. I don't know which size. This is going to be a sizing error. I think betting is going to be higher frequency than checking here. What size to use? I don't know. This is a board where Willen could probably still check back some. It's not going to be a range bet board for them, so if they had that playing balanced ranges, they're going to have some strong hands here still. I don't think it completely caps them that they check back. What bet size do I want to use? I'm going to go medium, but I don't think it's going to be the one. But I can't decide between bet small and large, so we'll go in the middle. And it wanted even smaller, okay? So it wanted small. Here we just call. And I guess we check fold river. Here we have 3-bet ace jack off, small blind versus button. Get a pretty connected flop in terms of all the straight draws out there. There's an absolute shit ton of straight draws. There isn't really a lot going on for our hand here. I think I would check this in game because I just don't see many turn cards that we're going to want to double barrel on. 10 would be an obvious one. An ace would be an obvious one. Maybe a king. I'm going to start with check here, but this could be a blunder. No, fucking loves it. I'm very close to check folding just right now. I think we're in close to a 0 EV spot. We don't improve very often. Can't really bluff catch very effectively. I'm going to fold because this is what I would do in game. But maybe it's some calling. Nope, just pure fold. Beautiful. Ace queen. We've 3-bet, been called by middle position. We get the ace jack 10 flop. Villain can have all kinds of strong hands here. Tens is mostly calling. Jacks pre-flop, probably mostly calling. King queen suited, mostly calling. We have tens, jacks, aces, king queen 2. So I think probably a bet, but I don't think we get to go big. Queen jack suited, easy check. Out of position to the pre-flop raise, pre-flop 3-better. Versus range bet. I think there's going to be some raising here and calling. I don't think it's going to be hard to misplay this flop. What do I think is going to get the highest frequency? Gonna play a call. Yeah, but there is a fair chunk of raising in there. Fair chunk of raising. 2 different sizes. Turn gives us a good shot. Check. Probably just call again. And river, we break out. And I guess we just check fold. Beautiful. Ace jack suited in position versus a small blind 3-bet then check. I think we can just bet small here. Also, checking back is going to be fine with backdoor, flush draw, etc. But I think probably just go with small bet. Didn't like it. What did it prefer? It preferred check. And on this turn, when they check called donk, I think we just fold the ace jack. Under the gun versus middle position. Ace King 10, we're out of position. Easy check. Easy call. Don't think there's going to be any raising here. Oh, wow, there fucking is raising. I didn't think he would want to raise there because he would just get blown off a bunch of equity by 3 bets. What if it's just like, is it just, when it raises, what's it doing? Is it just like bet? Is it raise folding? We'll look at this one at the end. Checking again. And checking river. So what's it doing there versus when it check raises? This might look a bit stupid now on here, unfortunately. It is going to look a bit stupid. Let's make it smaller for the time being. Sorry, this looks ridiculous, but I want to get this in so we can see. So on flop, when they bet and we go with, what was its favoured raise size? Favoured raise size was 35%. So when we raise this size here, it's mostly calling. It's not playing jams, that's why. It's raising because it knows it's not going to get jammed on very often. But on the off chance it does jam, because this is what would happen in game quite often, I think. When we check raise this board, I think we're going to face more jam than we do in Solverland. What's our queens doing? Queens with the spade. Nearly always calling. Okay. On to the next one. With 3 bear, ace jack suited, we flop this board. I think this is the board where we're going to play some check and then medium and large bets, probably erring on the side of large. So check or bet large, which is going to be the highest frequency play. I don't know, but I'm going to choose bet large. Ooh. Ooh, it didn't like that. It wanted medium. So again, sizing error. Not overly worried. Pocket 10s here. We've called a 3 bet from the big blind. Ace, queen 3. Easy check back, I think. Wow, doing some stabbing there. He's doing some half pot stabbing. So now we're faced double check and it wanted to stab flop. Do we now just stab turn? Am I like cheating here a little bit? It didn't want that size on the turn. We know that fucking much. Now once we check back, it mostly wants to check again. He does bet, it bets even larger, and I've totally, utterly butchered this one. Never mind. With 3 bet in position, we get ace, king on the ace, 9, 4. I think this is the classic just bet small spot. Turn deuce of suit. We're going to size up here. Do we size up to overbet? SPR just about 3. So in SPR 3 spots, do we normally pot? I've got a little chart here. I've got a little chart. This is what I would go to in game now. SPR 3, 82%. Just bet large. Do we set up stacks for a river shove? I guess it maybe wanted overbet. Yeah, thought it might, and then just all in, are we? Pocket tens. In position facing half pot from small blind. I already want to fold. This is this size. I think it's going to be close between call and fold. Well, it feels close to me between call and fold. Erring towards fold. And it was close between call and fold. Erring towards fold. We have 3-bet here. And we've got the king, queen, jack flop. Feels like betting will be a mistake here. With this hand, whether our range wants to bet or not is a completely different question. But this hand feels like betting would be a mistake. Continuing to check, I think. And can we value bet river? I don't think. Well, we probably can in the real world. But I suspect just continue checking. Maybe there's some blocking here. Nope, just pure checking. We're facing 20% here with pocket sevens, but still think we just 3 over cards, no spare. I just think we still just fold here. Ace queen. We've 3-bet from this big blind. King jack 9. So we have a gut shot, backdoor flush draw, etc. We block straights. I think we're probably going to be betting this one at higher frequency than anything else. And I'm going to go with a medium-sized bet. Nope, didn't like medium-sized bet. Yeah, well, it's smaller. Just slightly favouring betting over checking, like 52 to 48. Very Brexity. When we bet medium and get called, I think we just probably start shutting down. If we bet small, maybe we could think about barreling. Oh dear. Oh, I'm looking at this from the wrong positions. Thought we were against button. Don't think it would have made much difference to how I played, but I didn't realise we were up against hijack. Butchered this one. Butchered this one. Never mind. Just not paying attention there. So we have called a 3-bet from the small blind. Flopped a gut shot. Willen's gone half pot. I think with some equity, we just don't get to fold. Turn the nuts. So here we have SPR 2. So our value bets want to be on the larger side when we are betting, I think, in order to get stacks in by the river. So I'm either going to check back here sometimes, or I'm going to bet medium. Nine eight suited, just fold. We've opened under the gun ace queen. 3-bet. We've called. Check this flop. Check this turn. Oh, see, I thought we maybe have showdown value here, so we don't need to start by bluffing our hand. Maybe it's even value betting here. Maybe that's what it's doing when it goes this size. But we butchered it now. Yeah. I'm not finding that leading game. I clearly wasn't finding it in Solverland either. Pocket sevens here. We've defended versus 3-bet. 10, 9, 8. Two-tone. Small bet or check. Highest frequency is probably going to be check. What's the size? Small when we were betting. Yep. Turn a straight. Flush redraw. I'm going to check again. And then river versus this size, I think we just raise. Not overbet though, so I'm going to go raise medium. Wow, it just what he call? Goodness me. I thought versus like 10%, we'd just play some raises there with the straight. Well, shut my mouth. Maybe it just never calls it worse. Maybe that's why. And we just got like the low end of the straight. So I raise. I mean, in real world, I think lots of frustrated 15L, 20L, 10L regs will just like call there with two pairs. Let's have a look at this spot. See how bad raise is in terms of like, are we ever getting called by worse when we raise here? We went with this, didn't we? And then I want to know what big blind's call range looks like. Load of Queen X, load of chops, and aces. Yeah, it's just too thin, isn't it? I think, bad look of things. It's just too thin. So it's too thin against the machine. Is it too thin against population? Who knows? Here we've called a 3-bet in position. We've put 2 tens. I think this is a spot where we get to do a fair chunk of betting small. We had a similar spot just a few hands back, didn't we? Where it wanted some bets on flops. We bet smaller because we're versus a polarized range, so there's lots of shit in this range that we can get value from. I'm going to go bet small again. And we get raised, and I'm just going to fold now. Yeah, it wanted mostly check back. Massively wanted check back. That's a big frequency error there. Pocket fives, blind versus blind. Just check fold, I guess. We have called a 3, so we've trapped on the button here. I think bet small is going to be the play. Wow, I'm getting some fuck ups here now. It's just wanted larger bets. I didn't want to be a fish type. Like, oh, we have 2 aces, bet big. Didn't want to be a fish. We just wanted larger bets anyway. So here now we have SPR just under 3. So again, going back to this, 3.5 to 1 SPR. So you just want big bets here now. And obviously just bet large. What's happened here? Vote cut off. Oh, sorry, no. Under the guns open, we've 3-bet. Get queen 3 deuce. Don't think it's going to be playing big bets here very often. I think it's going to be somewhere between small and medium. I think we're going to be betting this nearly all the time. Get check raised. I think we just have to call. Pretty fucking rough, mind. Ace turn. Call again, fold river. And can't fold river anymore. Do we have a value shove now? We do have a pretty tight just check back. And I would check back in game here. Williams check raise range. Check raise, bet, check. It's going to be like. Well, the thing is, I don't think they have threes and deuces very often, but when they do, they will absolutely check them. Would they then jam river? Try to think what we can get value from here on a jam. Does king queen check raise versus small? Does it call river? I think it's going to check back. I think it's probably not going to get called very often by worse. Yep. Happy days. Ace king. We've been 3-bet by the big blind. And we've just flatted. So this flat's very low frequency pre-flop. My last time, oh no, it's different. Gonna go with bet small again, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's larger bets in play. Oh yeah, again, it's another a guessing sizing error. It just wants bigger again. Just fuck you, it's like fuck it, big and big bet. That's just what it's doing. So again, we have SPR around 3 here, so we're just gonna go with that bet large. And we've got 5 more minutes before I start watching snooker. We've 3-bet the ace 3. I think we're just going to bet here. What would my size be? King Jack 3 to pretty fucking good board for us. I'm going to go between medium and large. I'm going to go medium. Wow, wait, small. Thought that'd been such a good board for us. Never mind. Let's do one more. So we have 3-bet small blind here. Hijack's called. Get king 7-4. Instinctively, I wanted to use small bet. Turn 5 of spades seems like a trivially easy check. And do we get to block river here? Is it too thin? We don't have big bets. I know that much for certain. I'm torn between block and check. I think we're going to go with block. Ah. I think it's just block fold. River to set jacks. What side did it want on the river? It wanted check, sorry. So, yeah, we got it right between block and check. But again, we made a frequency error. And it's frequency errors that I'm trying to avoid, not sizing errors. But that's the end. We played 33 hands. We got, you can't see this, it's off the screen, unfortunately. We made 90 moves in total. We got 65 two ticks, 15 one ticks, 6 inaccuracies. So we only made 4 big errors in 33 hands. I'm pretty happy with that. And when I first started doing these drills, I was getting nowhere. And this is 77%. It's still not brilliant. There'll be players that are getting way better scores than that, but it's significant improvement for me. And as I continue doing these drills, I'm hoping, expecting it to just get better and better. I'd like to think it's achievable to get to like high 80s, 90%. And I think once you get to that standard, you're going to be like one of the best regs in the 15L pools, I imagine. Um, yeah, it's a nice goal to try and get to. I think one of the key things that's really helped me in these 3-bet spots on turn is just learning that we can be more aggressive, and on top of that, understanding like the importance of SPR on our sizing. Um, and I probably need to go into that deeper on different videos. But if we've just got a hand that's like pretty fucking good, we just need to go Geo. You need to figure out what the SPR is, what Geo is on the SPR, and then it just creates a lot of like it removes a lot of the brain focus of fucking hell, what size do we go here? If you're just to get in the mindset of, oh, I have a really good hand, I'm just going to go Geo, or I'm going to check, then it reduces your options. It's just like, oh, do a bit small, do a bit medium, do a bit large, and you start confusing yourself. If you're just like, right, well, it's Geo or check, and then you have a chart like I've got, which tells you what the Geo size is, then you just decide, do I want to bet this big with my hand? Does my hand want to bet this big and jam river? If it does, then you use Geo and you probably jam rivers unless board changes significantly. If you don't want to get all in, then you probably just check because using anything less than Geo is probably a bit fucking stupid. But anyways, yeah, maybe I'm wrong on that, but it's certainly helping me decide. It's simplifying turn decisions for me anyway. But yeah, I'm out of here now because I'm about to watch the final session between Judd Trump and Jack Jones. Really looking forward to it. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. It's the third video of the week. Where by the time this goes out, I'm going to be in London having a lovely time. So yeah, see you next week. Take care and bye bye for now.